Lately, I've been thinking a lot about intentions, about how a leader's intentions affect organizational life. And when I'm talking with leaders and leadership teams about this topic, I often quote my buddy Daryl Leisey by saying, "Other people see our behaviors, only we know our real intentions." And Daryl, do I have that about right? Surely that's an original quote with you.
Well, it's not an original quote.
No way.
And it's quite frankly
I've
a little
been telling
different.
all these people all this time that quote is original with you.
No, I
and
can't
I'm
take
wrong.
credit. It's a great quote, but
Okay.
I can't take credit. Actually, the quote that I heard a number of years ago was, "We judge ourselves by our intentions, others judge us by our behaviors."
That's it.
And so while it's not original, it was impactful, and I've used it often since.
If people believe that we have the best of intentions, it's a huge advantage. And it's a huge disadvantage if they don't know that our intentions are genuine.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do with that in organizational life as leaders? How do we get people closer to our true intentions, if in fact our true intentions are real and genuine for the success of the organization?
Well, I think one of the fundamental things that we can do as leaders is to declare our intentions.
Okay, yep.
I think so often
Pretty simple.
Declaring them helps to clarify them for us and for hopefully the individuals around us. And I also think that it creates accountability, an opportunity for accountability, especially for those closest to us. That when we say, these are our intentions, how do my behaviors align? By declaring it, we're putting ourselves out there.
That's a different kind of accountability than what we usually think about in organizations, because it's accountability moving up, in effect, toward the leader.
Right.
Saying, hey, I want you to tell me when my intentions are out of alignment, because I get that that's a problem in this organization. How do I cultivate that?
Well, I think, again, we need to create space.
Okay.
We need to really create space for that. So often we get into the mode of the day-to-day operations of an organization, and we move forward. And quite frankly, if we're honest, it's one of those things that is difficult, I think, at times to really open ourselves up to. It's almost impossible if we don't create space for that to happen.
And how do we create that space?
I think we just need to be intentional
Yeah.
about providing time, giving time to the people who are around us.
And inviting people in all genuineness and sincerity to, hey, tell me when I'm off.
Quite frankly, Roger, I believe that one of the things that we need to really do, it's not just to declare ourselves, it's not just to give people the opportunity to provide feedback, but it really is to provide the space where we're asking for the feedback, not just depending upon somebody who might be coming past our door to share a little bit with us, but by engaging them and asking them for that feedback. I think that's a really important thing that we can be doing as leaders. When we have the opportunity to push that gap together from our intentions to our behaviors, the time that we spend can be spent on the things that are most important.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere.
And not on the things that, the wondering, the guessing, whatever happens in organizations, because this gap, that's part of our responsibility. How do we lessen it?
And when we lessen that, we increase productivity, hopefully we increase profitability as a result, and we decrease the inefficiencies that go on with that lack of clarity when people are having to live and speculate and wonder about the gaps in leadership behavior.
Well, I think, again, for us as leaders, the key thing is this really what's in my heart? Or is it something that, okay, somebody told me I need to do, I read it in a book somewhere. I think understanding that really this has got to be, we often talk about the being before the doing. Who am I? What is it that I really want? And how does that play out?
So you're saying it's worth the time to declare our intentions, to invite people to give us feedback when we're out of alignment, and then to really create space for that to happen. And the result, the reward in the organization is the opportunity for greater clarity, the opportunity for greater productivity, and ultimately the opportunity for greater productivity and organizational success.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for the insights. Hey, between now and next time, I'm going to be thinking a lot about energy, about the energy of a leader, how it affects organizational life, and how a leader can preserve his or her energy for the most important priorities of organizational life. And I'd invite you to tell us what you've been thinking about.